This is Paper Bag Dungeon, Mine the Mushrooms, an 18-card micro game available from the Game Crafter and soon to go on crowdsale. It can be played by itself or combined with the original Paper Bag Dungeon as an expansion. It was my intention when making this game to have a distinct gameplay experience, and I think I've come up with something that's not only very different feeling from the original, but might actually be more fun for a lot of people. Where the original game was kind of a sprawling experience, wherein you built a large dungeon full of traps and resources and threats in an attempt to find a layout that could prevent these monsters from flipping over your dungeon gate and then escaping. This new game is a lot tighter and meaner of a puzzle. It feels a little bit more like a puzzle and a little bit less like a tower defense or resource management type game, which the original wasn't really to begin with, but this one's even more puzzly. It's also a lot brighter. It adds these little mushroom icons that are all over the cards. It adds a big pop of color to your set, which, even though it has its pops of color, tends to be a little brown. This one's got a bunch of color. Also, instead of having the rules printed on cards, the expansion manages to fit all of the rules on the interior of the box, along with a handy-dandy reference sheet for the last page of rules that shows you an example of how a dungeon can be laid out and points out some of the different monster and card abilities that you will find within the game. Of course, you can find the full text of the rules to download on the Game Crafter sales page, and you can also find errata and some rules discussion on the Board Game Geek page for Paper Bag Dungeon. I have not yet created the Board Game Geek page for Mine the Mushrooms, but that should be up shortly, and hopefully before the crowd sale begins. So thank you for checking it out, and I hope you have a lot of fun with it.